This video ends when I get above 20k on Yellow Belly by playing in No Move Pan Zoom. So let's see how I do, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, oops, I just tried to move. Okay, think for a second. Right side driving, okay. We've got kind of like flat land to the right, but there's like a little bit of a mountain in the back, like a reddish mountain. I feel like I'm thinking the Americas here for sure. Why do I feel like it's like Mex or the US? I'm leaning towards Mex. Like maybe I'll go like up here. I don't even know if this is the right continent. We'll take this like first like set of 5 rounds as like a level set. Like we'll see how high I score I got. Okay, cool. It was Bolivia, so really far off, but that is okay. Ooh. Is this Gen 3 question mark? Yellow, long, middle. Why do I feel like this is like Ecuador? Like that was like my first thought, but I couldn't tell you why, so let's just plonk it in the middle near Quito. Okay, it was Colo, but we got about 4k, so honestly, I need an average of like 4k each round to get above 20k, so not bad for that vibe guess. This is gonna be Za, I think, right? We're on the left side driving. Oh, and we have these poles, which I think are more common in some area, but I don't remember which area. Does this feel like over here, down here more? I think I'm gonna go near like Durban, maybe? I don't know. Okay, right country, but wrong region. We got 3.4, so not horrible, but not on track either. The plate is blurred in the front, which makes this hard. This feels like Southeast Asia for sure. Are we driving on the right or left remains to be seen, because we are not, I don't really, like the car is like parked in front of the garage over there and over here. So it's not a super like clear view. I can't see the steering wheel, so I don't know what direction or side of the road it's on. Why do I feel like this is Philly? But then also like I had the thought of like Indo and Malay too. I guess I'll just go Manila and we'll see what it is. Oh my god. It was Panama, so very, very far off. Interesting. Okay. Subby antenna, back of the car. Why do I feel like this is like Colo? That's like literally like the first thought that popped into my head. And now this time it was Indo. Okay, so continental swap on those last 2 rounds. Only got 7.8k. Hopefully I can get 20k, like not too bad of a round, but we'll see how this goes, so let's keep going. Japan, I think, just from like the vegetation maybe, and maybe it's low cam, I'm not super sure. Maybe there's like greenhouses on the right side. I feel like this just reminds me of Japan, but I'm not super sure where. Let's go like a little bit north of Tokyo. Okay, this is off to an awfully great start. Like, I was so shocked by how zoomed in that was. Because, like, 4947. Okay, I had no idea, like, where in Japan it was. But, I mean, like, Tokyo, like, if I don't got a pole play or anything, I'm, like, usually I'm not going too far from there. If I know it's Japan, I'm definitely going to take that. 4.947. Yeah, I might have to, like, lean into my monitor a lot to see these rounds. This... I think that's English on the right. It says, I think it says something to stop. I'm like pretty sure. And then these things that we see on the side, because they're not guardrails, because they're like barriers or concrete barriers with the 2 holes, that tells us that we're in British Columbia, I believe, instead of like, you know, PNW, like in the US, because I think these are like mostly only found in BC. I don't know if they can be found in other provinces as well. Now, the thing is, even if I get, like, the province right of British Columbia, like, it is such a large, like, region. Like, I could guess here and still get a 1,000, and it's, like, somewhere up here. But I'm gonna go, like, just, like, a little bit to the right of Vancouver, because I feel like it feels a little bit like PNW, so maybe we're not too far from, like, the US border. Okay, I'll take it, because we're still above that 4,000, like, goal average per round. I think we still were in BC, so we were in the right region of Canada there. Okay, so we leaned in. I can't see what's on this like pole on the right. We have reddish dirt. We have blue sky, so I think Gen 4. Don't know what the polls are saying. So I guess thoughts, like, I mean, it could be like Brazil. Could it be like Cambo? But I feel like Cambo doesn't have this updated coverage, maybe. Could be Paraguay ever, but I see like the front blur of the truck. So I guess if I'm going Brazil here, what do I see? I mean, these trees, do they even feel like Brazilian? Like, they're so like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Brazil doesn't feel right with these trees. They just feel like a little too not warm. Like, why do I like suddenly think like Eastern Europe now? I'm a little bit confused. Maybe like a little bit confused, but maybe we'll go a little bit further north, like up here. It was Paraguay. Oh, okay. I need to learn what Paraguay looks like without the truck, because I don't think I can recognize it when there's no truck. Okay, so this feels like maybe the Americas? I'm like, pardon me for a second question, like somewhere if it was like Europe, but I think my stronger vibe was maybe the Americas. I can't really tell if there's like bumps in the side mirror or anything. Does that feel like a Canadian pole? Like, I think this feels more like Canada, if this is the Americas. I could see it being like Finland or something too, or Russia. I truly don't know though, so these trees don't feel, do they feel like PNW enough? No. Maybe it feels more like Alberta, but we'll see. Okay, 4.6. Wait, like low key? Cooking. Could I get it on the second try? I thought this was gonna like be like, okay. Oh, ugh. Okay, so I need to get basically a perfect score here to be able to get it on this try, because we're on 15,000 right now and this is the last round, so I need like literally like I can only be 100 points off of perfect, which looking at this is gonna be super difficult because do I even know the country? There's like a huge gigantic blur. I'm trying to like, I try to lean in and see like if I can see like the plates like on the cars that are like these two cars over here. If I can see the colors of the plates, but I don't think I can. This pole has ladder things in it, which is interesting because at first I thought this was like Southeast Asia, but why am I leaning more like Brazil, Paraguay now? And I'm wondering if because like of the huge blur, is it ever Paraguay? Maybe that would make sense with the pole. Does this feel like Asia? I feel like sometimes I get confused with like South America and Asia, like thinking they look similar. But yeah, I feel like this gigantic blur, like that's super weird to me. So maybe it is Paraguay. And if it's Paraguay, I'm never not gonna like go outside of Asuncion. So let's go here and we'll see where we are. If we don't get it on this run, that is okay, because 15k is already a way better score than we had in the first round. So hopefully it won't be like a super, super long next attempt if I need it. Okay, it was Brazil, so we unfortunately did not get the 20k, but we did get 18.3k, so close there. Nothing was like too far off. We had two really good guesses in Canada, a really, really good guess in Japan, but I think the one that just like really threw off that 20k there was going Brazil on Paraguay there, and then, well, at the end I went Paraguay and Brazil, so kind of like came full circle. But let's keep going and keep trying to get 20k on NMPZ. Okay, Russia, because of the bollards right in the Gen 3 question mark. The steering wheel looks like it's maybe on the left, so that is like I'm driving on the right side of the road. Okay, I don't see the extra like rod on the bollard, so I don't think we're east of Omsk, because I'm pretty sure if it's east of Omsk there's like a thin rod. Now ask for like where I think it is in Russia, if this is Russia. No clue, so do I just go Kazan and hope? I think so. Okay, you know what? It wasn't 4K, but I will still take 3.9, especially for it being a rush around and like not being able to see like, you know, any antennas or any city names or anything like that. Like I'm so happy with that. Okay, so I think this is France or Spain because we can see behind this like small wooden pole here, we see like the ladder kind of like style pole with like the steps. It also like reminds me like vaguely of like the UK, like some of the houses. So I'm wondering if this is like northern France because it kind of like, I feel like some of the architecture here reminds me of like up here. And I think this feels more like France than Spain to me. I don't think we're going to be too far from Paris because I don't see like huge mountains or anything like that. So I'm going to go here like a little bit west of Paris just because of like the architecture reminding me more of like the northern part of France. Okay, I'll take that. It was like not the best region guess in France, but it's enough to balance out that first round. So both are still above a 4K average. We were a little bit further south of Paris, and by a little bit, I mean kind of just above label. We were near Bourges, whatever Bourges or wherever Bourges is. Okay, so this one we're just like on a road, and we see a bunch of trees. Now, I think on the right-hand side, I see someone dressed with like a headscarf, potentially some sort of headscarf. So it makes me think of like a couple of different places, like maybe like Bangladesh, maybe like Indonesia. Is this ever, I feel like this makes me think more of like vegetation in Bangladesh. So I guess I'll just go outside of Dhaka. Like I feel like unless I have a clear idea of like a region, or if I see like a city name or something, like in most countries, I'll probably just go near capital because it's NMPZ. So let's go here. Hopefully it's the right country. We'll see. Okay. We were in India, so wrong country. And we're very, very far. Can I even get 20K now? Technically it's possible, so I will still keep going. I think if there's like a point in a like run where it's impossible for me to get 20K based on like my current score, then we'll just like restart the seed. Okay, so we have someone driving on like a motorcycle on this like paved road. I think these feel like oil palms, or maybe just like, you know, big palms at least. Okay, so am I thinking Cali's ever? Maybe I'm thinking like Malaysia, like mainland Malaysia. Let's go like West Kalimantan. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I'm on a generational run, like, because I normally don't like vibe too well Indonesia, but West Kalimantan, pretty good there. I think it's impossible for me to get 20K though, unfortunately. So I don't, like, this is not going to be the run, but honestly, because of how close we are, I think I'm just going to finish it out anyway. I think this is France or Spain, right, based on the polls, but maybe it kind of feels more like Spain. It's not super map. Let's go like Toulouse. Okay, well, we're close to 20K again. We got 18.7K, so it's definitely possible. Let's keep going. Red dirt, spikies, trees, mountains. Blur of a car. I can't even tell what direction of the road. Okay, so where's the sun coming from? Also can't tell from this. Is this the Americas somewhere? Like, I feel like this one's stumping me a little bit. Like, I'm not really sure with like a strong idea of where we are. Let's just go Goiás. I don't know. Okay, it was Kenya. Let's pretend we didn't see that. I think theoretically I can still get a 20K, but do I just restart it? I'm like, I don't know. I kind of, yeah, let's restart this one. All right, next seed, because the last one was a crumble. Okay, I don't know if this is a shout or not, but like immediately, I don't know why like this made me think of like Israel or like Jordan. Maybe it's the camera quality, maybe it's the trees. I don't see a black back of the car though, so I think it can't be Jordan. Like, I almost am tempted to just like plonk it and see if this like vibe is correct. Okay, we got 4.8, so yeah, that's a really good vibe there. I guess just maybe I've seen like a location like that before. Ooh. Okay, so white outer lines, yellow dash middle. We've got a lot of different kinds of trees. I'm gonna try to lean into my screen and see what this like road sign is on the left. The thing is like we can only see the back of the sign. So okay, it's like a thick white post, and then there's like a diamond sign on top and a circle sign on the bottom. So I think like I know that Uruguay has like a thick white post behind the signs, but I feel like this doesn't feel like Uruguay, right? Does this feel like Asia ever? But does Asia have a lot of like yellow dash middle lines? I don't think so. Is there black at the bottom of this? I feel like this is hard. Maybe it's not hard for people who are better at the game than me, but I'm like I can't place this like sign anywhere in my head. I'm kind of flip-flopping between South America and East Asia right now. I don't know. Part of me thought Thailand, so I guess I'll go Thailand. Okay, well, I couldn't explain why I went Thailand there really, but I'm happy that I did because we got 4.7, so that means we're still on track for that 20k average. Okay, we're in Turkey for sure because I see the metal trash bin and there's Bella Diesi on it. I don't know my Bella Diesi, but we're gonna see if I see either a city name I know or if I look at the water tanks on top of the buildings, if that tells me anything. I think those are two on top of each other, right? So that usually means to me more like central to eastern. So plunk it on label for now. Okay, it says Igdir Bella Diesi, and then it says Sardaria, maybe? Let's see if we see some place called Igdir. Like IGDIR, but I don't know if that's gonna show up like at this zoom level, so we'll just take a quick look-sees for some of these like bigger cities, and if I'm missing it, like when I scan over it, I apologize because I'm like looking very quickly, like I can't like see every single city, so it is possible that I miss it. Cars, Aksar, Urdu. Okay, not really seeing it here. Sardaria. I think this is the two water tanks. Sardaria, ever? Turkey's like a tricky one because like if I just plonk in middle, like I could be really far off. Like I could get like 3k, I think, like if it's on the opposite side. But I don't think I really have much else to go off of here because like I don't know my Bella Diesi, so I don't think like looking longer is gonna help me unless I look at like every single city in Turkey, which is like, yeah. So let's plonk it here, hope we're not too far, and we'll see. Okay, that was not great. Like we got 3k, so like we could still be on track for this, 20k average or whatever. But it is gonna be harder now. Okay, so red dirt. I'm like, is that car following ever? Hard to see a side of the road because there's no road lines, and the only car is like behind us, and it's not really particularly on the left or the right. This is like a wooden pole we have on the right, so not like a concrete pole. So what countries am I thinking? Like, could it be Kenya ever? Could it be Brazil, Paraguay? I mean, like, I feel like it doesn't. Wooden poles, though. It's not Cambo. I'm like thinking of like places that have like an abundance of red dirt. I'm like leaning towards Kenya, but I don't feel confident about this, so let's see. Alright, we're gonna restart this because now it's impossible. Oh, and of course I get one with a truck that I can see. Okay, here we go again. Attempt number 4. Okay, so this one we have some sort of language, so let's see. I think it says creaciones, which is telling me somewhere potentially South America. We see a puppy on the left, so hello puppy. Am I thinking Brazil here? Maybe Paraguay because of the blur. I don't see any trees that I recognize, so no like Parna pines or anything like that. Is this ever like Costa Rica or Panama also? Don't think so. Maybe this feels more like Brazil to me. I'm gonna go like, because this is just a vibe guess because I don't really like, I don't see any trees or anything I recognize. Is it Paraguay ever though? Let's just go Paraguay for funsies. Okay, you know what? The funsies guess worked out. We got 4.6. I'll take that. Okay. Motorcycle. I think it's left side driving. I think this is a concrete road. I think it says Suman Mobile on that red sign in the back, like over here on this blue building. I don't really see any pole tops because there's kind of just like a lot of trees around, although it is a concrete road. Left side driving, Suman Mobile. Huh. I'm like trying to like, I'm like questioning if this like pole here is like a pole with like a lot of holes in it, like aka meaning like, you know, Thailand. But Suman Mobile is making me think more like Sumatra ever. Like an Indo. I mean, yeah, because I feel like it wouldn't be like the letters wouldn't be that big and like, yeah. Let's go like South Sumatra. It was India. So technically I can get 20k still. But I'm going to restart this one because I have no clue where that one is. And there's no shot I get a good score there. So we go again. Okay. We are in one of these 5 countries. We've got Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho, Eswatini. I don't think it feels like Lesotho because like the mountains just don't feel right. I want to say I'm leaning the most towards Namibia because it doesn't feel like Bots. It doesn't feel like SY. I think it feels like Namibia to me. Hopefully wherever it actually is, we're not too far. So let's see. Okay, it was actually South Africa between Lesotho and Eswatini. So 2.2 is not great, but technically still possible to get 20k average. I think this is going to be US or Canada, but I'm leaning more towards US. I don't know what this building on the right is. Looks like some sort of like hotel, maybe like a little church or something like that. Where am I going to go? Like Missouri? Maybe like middle of the US? Okay. It was actually Wyoming. So yeah, it's impossible to get 20k now, so let's restart this. Okay. Ooh, okay. So without looking, there's a sign with a bunch of city names. So this is something that hopefully I should at least get like a 4,000, maybe like a 4.9. I'm like, if I get a 5k, I get a 5k, but you know, I'm not too pressed about it. Okay, so I don't recognize any of the city names off the top of my head, but just based on language, it's gonna be like somewhere, I think like in this general like area, like, you know, Slovakia, Czechia, like something like this. I'm putting it in Bosnia for now. Trying to see if I see any bollards or anything. Okay, so we see on the left a black one with maybe like a white rectangle, but I can't see like the other side, unfortunately. Votice. That's not ever... I'm just, like, ruling out. Let me make sure it's not... Yeah, places up here don't really end in Iche, so I think... I know Kosice is here. There's a little symbol above the C letter, so let's see if any of the city names have a little symbol above their C's. Levice, Kosice. Because I think some of the languages over here have them, some of them don't. This does not look like there's a lot of, like, symbols above the C. Ooh, Kadcha has a symbol of the C. It could be Slovakia. Ooh, could it be Czechia? The endings don't feel... I mean, there are the places that end in ICE, but... Votice. Let's just plonk it here in Slovakia. Okay, it was Czechia. I mean, I'll take it because we're still above 4,000, so that's fine. Okay, so my immediate thought was Chile. Do I know why? No. Maybe it's the vegetation. The other thought that I had was, like, it's really stormy. Like, it feels like it's about to be, like, a really big rainstorm. We're on a wide dirt road. We have a guardrail on our left. These trees are a little bit, like, fuzzy. I think because I had the feeling it was Chile, I think I should go Chile. But where in Chile, I'm not sure, so I'll go near Puerto Montt. It was the US, so we'll go again because I can't get 20k on that one. This is Vietnam, I think, and I'm pretty sure the reason I know that because white and red under the sign. Now, I don't know Vietnam region guessing, but I think because of how mountainous it is, and I know that there's mountains all over, but I have no, like, language or pole tops or anything really that I can see to go off of to further region guess. I'll just plonk it kind of a little bit south of Hanoi. Okay, we got 3.9, so we're, like, close to that 4k average per round, so we're going to need to pick up some points in one of the other rounds, hopefully. But it was a little bit closer to Central, so that's okay. Not too bad of a guess. Okay, so Europe for sure, I think. Oops, oh, why am I in the ocean? The two thoughts I had were, like, somewhere, like, up here or, like, Switzerland for some reason because, like, how mountainous it is. What are the housing types saying to me? Maybe it feels more, like, up here, like, the housing doesn't feel very, maybe, like, down there. Let's go here and we'll see where we are. I got 4.8? Okay. We're definitely on track now. We're definitely made up the points for the first one. I'll take that. God. Just after I have, like, a couple of, like, really good rounds, it's, like, dirt road. Which is fantastic. Okay, so I feel like this could be any continent. It could be Europe, Asia, Africa, like North America, South America, whatever. Bruh, I mean, like, this could be Europe. Like, I truly don't have a strong clue here. I'm gonna go, like, Slovakia. I'm trying to do the math in my head if 20k is still possible. It was France, so we got 2k there. Technically, I can get 20k. So we'll go through this round, but I've got to get a near perfect score in round 4 and 5. Bright white dirt. It feels very, like, tropical maybe because there's a lot of lush vegetation around. I think it's Gen 4. Don't see any antennas or colors of the blur of the car. My first, like, thought was maybe Colombia, so let's go above Medellin. Okay, it was Sabah. So we got 0 points, which is actually, like, a really hard thing to do. So let's keep going. I can't see what it says on the sign in the back, but there is some sort of, like, Arabic on it. So we're in a country that speaks Arabic. the buildings that are around us are very like a pale, kind of like almost like salmon like color, but more like a pale like tan, but like to almost like light pink. 2026 copyright. I think there's yellow on the outer lines of the road. I see a road sign way in the distance with black and white stripes under. So, do I remember who has black and white stripes under their signs? I feel like a lot of places do. Currently, I'm like leaning towards UAE, but I also think maybe it could be Oman. Could it be Jordan ever? And I just can't see like the black back of the car. Maybe. Let me go near like a little bit south of Dubai, but in the UAE, and we'll see where we are. Okay, it was Oman, but I got above 4,000, so I'm not upset with that guess. Okay, I'm breathing a sigh of relief because there's something in this round that tells me at least like close-ish to where we are. We have this pole on the left, which is like got the steps again. So I'm thinking either France or Spain. Architecture-wise, I feel like this feels maybe closer to like French architecture, but also I'm like, because of the abundance in brick, like maybe we're like really close to Belgium border or something. Because I think there's like a lot of brick like up here. So yeah, I think I can't really see the plate, but I think it's white. Let's go here kind of in France near Belgium border. Okay, I'll take it. We got 4.7. We were north of Paris and closer to Booz. So we are on track for that 20k average. Okay. Ooh, short white dashed outer lines usually means Sweden because normal short full lines. Do I have a region guess within Sweden? If it is Sweden, not particularly. So let's go here near Stockholm. Okay. I'm getting like blessed with these like rounds for this particular seed so far. Like I'm seeing like at least like some sort of meta to help me figure out where I am. So I'm happy with that. Okay, and then another round where I know the country right away. There's been a lot of these seeds where I'm like, no clue. But this one I know because the red and white stripes under the signs and this waystone on the right side with like the red top tells me we're in Vietnam. Now, within Vietnam, do I know where we are? Don't see any like city names or buildings or whatever, so I can't tell you like, you know, like on the address. Like usually like in Vietnam there's like a lot of like information about like the region, the city, and where you are. I think I just hedge middle, to be honest, because like last time I went north and it was middle, but I think this way like I should get at least 2,000 to 3,000 points even if it's north or south. Okay, we got 3.7, so that's okay. Not above the 4K average, but I think I was like a little bit above average for the other round, so we'll take that. It was further north. And we are at 17,520. So I only need 2,500 to be above that 20K average. And I think we're blessed to be in a country that I'm pretty sure I know. I'm like questioning myself before I say it out loud. Hold on. Left side driving. Okay. I think this is like shit cam. So I think, it's like India, Nepal, maybe it's like one of the two actually. I'm not like entirely sure which of the two countries. I wish we were just like one step backwards so I could see this pole top that's on the right. Because I can unfortunately only see like the very bottom of it. But not the whole thing. I'm wondering if it's a Madhya Pradesh pole top. Wait, Madhya Pradesh, right? Or like, is it the upside down A ever? I can't see the full pole top, so I'm not like entirely sure. I think if I go here and I'm like assuming it's a Madhya Pradesh pole top, I should get the 20K here. I think there's very few locations where it could be in India where I don't get at least 2,000 unless like really far south, but I feel like this doesn't feel very far south. So hopefully I get at least 2K here, 2.5K. Let's see. Wow, okay. Bless that very, very small bottom of the pole top with the Madhya Pradesh pole top, the upside down A. Love to see it. 4.9. Way exceeds my expectations. We got above 20K in that seed, so let's go. Love to see it. And we're ending on 22,427 in NMPZ on Yellow Belly. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video and me playing on Yellow Belly and NMPZ until I got above a 20k average. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Also have the map linked in the description if you want to try it out yourself. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla and have a great day.